Yeah, sorry for the time. Today is a very, very cold morning. Es una mañana muy, muy fría. Les voy a autorizar. Bueno, a ver, déjenme ver. Sí, sí se ve un poco. Okay. Well, to be honest, I'm from my room because this is like the warmest place in the house. And where I go to give the class, it's kind of cold. So today, just for today, it's not that you always turn it on, right? No es que siempre la prendan, pero el día de hoy les autorizo que tengan su cámara apagada, perdón, si están en su cuarto o algo así. So just answer me, okay? When I ask you something, just answer. If you feel comfortable with the camera on, go ahead. But I mean, I'm giving you permission to be with your camera off for today. Just because it is too cold and I know that maybe you are under your sheets in your bed. Okay, so let's start. Today we're having our second class of the week. And the topic, well, is the same unit, unit 4, 4.2, around town. Today's class is gonna be kind of short actually because we're gonna be working just with one topic, which is grammar. And in this case, we're gonna be working with grammar, which is can, but used for possibility. And we're gonna see other uses for can. Okay, vamos a ver los diferentes usos que tiene the modal verb can. Okay, before we start, if I tell you that we're gonna be working with can, what comes to your mind? Have you heard this word before? Can?
Sí.
Okay, when or why do we use it for? Or what do we use it for?
Pues es como decir si puedo hacer una cosa o no. O sea, el poder.
To talk about the ability of doing something, right? So basically it is the same meaning, pero vamos a ver en los diferentes contextos que se puede utilizar. So we're going to this chart and it says can for possibility. The structure is very simple. La estructura es muy sencilla. The only thing or the only parts of a sentence that I need are the subject, the modal verb can, and the rest of the sentence, which is with another verb. Cuando hablamos de cosas que puedo o no puedo hacer, necesito forzosamente un verbo. A pesar de que can or can't, it's a modal verb, which means that it is a verb, lo que significa que sí es un verbo. Necesito otro verbo que me ayude a terminar esa acción. O sea, ok, yo puedo, pero ¿qué puedes qué? Cuando estamos hablando de acciones que tú puedes hacer, por ejemplo, como I can't come to the party or I can come to the party, right? Because, for example, if I'm just giving an answer, just with the can is enough. Oh, yes, I can, or no, I can't, right? Ok, entonces, digamos, la estructura, ya sea para afirmativa o negativa, es la misma para cualquier sujeto, para cualquier pronombre, lo que hace que sea más sencilla la formación de la estructura, to make the structure of the sentence. Because as I'm telling you, I don't need to change anything. It's gonna be can for every single subject. Because, for example, we have to modify it with the third person of the singular. Instead of saying do, I have to say does or doesn't in the negative. But when we're talking about can is can for every single one. Yes? And what happens when we're making interrogative? ¿Qué pasa cuando lo hago interrogativo? Así como con el verb to be, así como con do or does, así como con will, todo auxiliar, todo modal verb o todo auxiliary verb needs to go to the beginning. Necesita irse al principio. Entonces, cuando son interrogativas, y se los comento y se los repito por el ejercicio que se confundieron de tarea. Every single time I'm making a question, I have to put my auxiliary verb or my modal verb at the beginning of the question. ¿Ok? Al principio de la pregunta debe de colocarse el auxiliar o el modal verb, que en este caso es can. So I'm going to start with can, and then with the subject, and then with the verb. Can you buy English food? And the answer will be yes, I can, or no, I can't. Yes? ¿Estamos bien hasta aquí?
Sí, profe.
Thank you.
Sí, profe.
Okay, when it is a question, in English we only use one question mark at the end. No se confundan si ven aquí, por ejemplo, el signo. The question mark only goes at the end of the question. We don't have to place two, as in Spanish, that we place one at the beginning and one at the end. In English, it is only one, and it is placed at the very end of the sentence. So it says in here, use can plus infinitive to say something is possible. Así como comentaba su compañero, when we're using can to talk about things that are possible, we use can, and always, always, always we're gonna use the infinitive of the verb, which means the base form. Siempre vamos a usar el verbo en su forma base. No vamos a decir but in past. When we're talking in past about these possibilities, we're gonna use could. But since we're talking in present, by is the verb, ¿ok? Entonces, el verbo, ya incluso sea en pasado, vamos a utilizar el verbo siempre en su forma base. Entonces, si yo digo I can fly, I'm not gonna say I can flying, or I can float, or I can flew. It's gonna be a fly, always. Same happens with by, or with other verb. So when we have can, it is always be accompanied or next to an infinitive verb. So you can buy stamps at the store. And we use can't to make them negative. Or we can also use cannot, which is like the complete version of the of can't, but it's a little bit more formal. Es un poquito más formal. Lo utilizamos para cuando estamos haciendo escritos formales, ensayos, or something like that. Or when we're talking to someone who is very, I don't know, an authority, for example. But when it is like a formal context, right? When you are presenting, cuando estás en una presentación, when you're giving a speech or something like that. So can't, it's like more common, obviously less formal, and it makes your speaking more fluent or your reading more fluent. Hace que sea un poquito más fluido la lectura o el hablar. So we use can't plus infinitive to say something. It is impossible, which means that the opposite is not possible, right? So you can't buy medicine at the supermarket, which means that no, there's no other way. So it's a no, you can't. Can is the same for all the persons, as I told you at the beginning. I'm gonna use can either for I, you, he, she, it, we, or you, or they. It doesn't matter. Can is can for everyone. I can, and she cannot. Not she can. No, she can't, or she can't. I mean, I'm not gonna add any letter. It's gonna be always like that. Can and can for every single pronoun. Don't use to after can. Como les comentaba del infinitive, el infinitive también es, lo podemos encontrar con to. Por ejemplo, I want to eat sushi. I need to go to the doctor. Y eso también es infinitive. Pero va a haber situaciones en las que les vamos a agregar el to y va a haber situaciones en las que se las vamos a quitar. En este contexto, cuando usamos can, no necesitamos agregar el to a la oración. So, it's we can go to the doctor, or we can eat sushi, or like that. So, entonces cuando tengo un verbo después de can, no voy a agregar to. It's just gonna be the verb like that. Questions still here? ¿Preguntas hasta aquí?
No, profe.
Thank you. Okay, so now it says grammar for possibility. Look at the sentence and underline the correct alternative. So you're gonna tell me, I'm gonna read this sentence and you're gonna tell me if it is possible or not possible, right? You can send a postcard. Possible or not possible? You can send a postcard. This sentence tell you that is something possible or not possible?
Possible.
Possible, thank you. It's very easy. Okay, so it is possible. Now, it says in here, complete the sentences about the little free library and the underwater post office. Let's see if you still remember information from the paragraph we read. So, in the little free library, you can or you can't find books and magazines to read. What do you remember?
Okay.
You
can.
what, sorry? Okay, can you repeat?
You can.
You can, right? Thank you. Oh, sorry. So I'm trying to write here. I didn't choose the text. Sorry. That's what I'm doing. Can, okay. And then the second one, you can or you can't send, can't, right? Do you remember, Chesid, what material had to be made the postcards to send them? What was the material postcard had to be made of?
Plastic.
Plastic. Very good. They had to be made of plastic. Okay, now here it says, sorry. Listen and write affirmative or N for negative or interrogative with an I for each of the sentences. I'm gonna play a recording. Les voy a mostrar un audio. Es cortito. So the only thing you have to do is try to listen and get the sense of the sentence. If it is an affirmative sentence, if it is a negative sentence, or if it is an interrogative sentence, okay? So I'm gonna open the track so you can listen to it. Okay, I only have these are 6 sentences, so I'm gonna, I mean, it's not that much what you have to listen. It's gonna be a very short recording. Okay, so I'm gonna play it. Let me know if you're able to hear it. Okay?
Unit 4.
Can you hear?
Recording S4.6.
Okay,
Sí.
I'm gonna play it now. Remember to catch if they're negative, affirmative, or interrogative, okay?
1. You can't borrow DVDs. 2. You can watch short movies there. 3. Can you buy medicine here? 4. You can't swim there. 5. Where can I change money? 6. We can't eat lunch here.
Okay, these were the 6 sentences. Now, let's see if you could get them. So for number 1, was it, what type of sentence was it?
Negative.
Negative, very good. So I'm just gonna write N. The sentence number 2, what type of sentence was it?
Affirmative.
Affirmative, very good. Number 3, what type of sentence was it?
Interrogativo.
Excellent, interrogative, very good. Sentence number 4, what type of sentence was it?
Negative.
Very good. What about number 5?
Interrogative.
Number 5, exactly. And the last one, number 6?
Negative.
Negative. Excellent, good job. Okay. So then basically to identify if a question is affirmative, negative, or interrogative, remember that we use can't for negative and we use can at the beginning for interrogative, and also the pronunciation of the sentence is kind of interrogative, right? Can I do it here? Can I buy medicine here? So it's not the same as I say, oh, you can buy medicine here. So the intonation, the pitch of the sentence, it's a little different. Okay, question still here? So far so good? ¿Estamos bien?
Sí.
Sí.
Thank
Oui,
you.
profe.
Thank you. Okay. So now let's go to the next slide. And here we have examples. So it says, let me see. I'm gonna ask Daniela. Can you read the first sentence, please?
Samuel can speak four language,
Languages. Uh-huh.
language.
So in this sentence, the context of this sentence is telling us that he is able to speak four languages, right? He has that ability. He can do it. He can speak those four languages. Okay, sentence 2. Ana Gabriel, can you read the second sentence, please?
My car can go very fast.
Okay, in that sentence, we're not talking about the ability of a person. We're talking about what the car can like how fast the car can go, right? Aquí estamos hablando de lo que puede hacer el carro, no de lo que puede hacer alguien. Entonces es como que no es tanto una habilidad, porque pues un carro no es capaz como decir, oh, I learned or something like that, but it's something that goes with it, right? Ya lo tiene. Es una habilidad, pero que ya posee, o sea, no es como que la aprendió. Okay, example number 3. I'm gonna ask, let me see. Enrique, can you read the third example, please?
Sí. He can't swim.
He can't swim, okay? So here we're talking, as for example, in the first sentence, we were saying that he can speak four languages, right? It's something that we know because he told us, maybe. Sabemos porque él nos dijo, no es como que lo vemos. Pero acá, cuando hacemos oraciones con can't, puede ser algo que estamos viendo. Entonces, en este caso, we're seeing that he can't swim, so that's what we're saying. No, he can't swim. We don't need anyone to tell us that he can't, because we're seeing it, right? Lo podemos ver. So he can't. No puede. Es algo que no puede. Es imposible. I mean, in the present, right? We're talking in the present. Next example. Elsa, can you read it?
Can you pass me the salad?
Ok, very good. Aquí no es tanto como decir que puedes poder de tener la habilidad, porque obviamente todos podemos pasar algo, right? Aquí ya más bien es como una pregunta hacia la otra persona, si te puede hacer, we can call it maybe as a favor, if the person is able to do that favor to you. Can you pass me the salad? Can you pass me the salt? And this is very commonly used in very informal contexts. Es utilizado en contextos pues informales, o sea, no tiene que ser algo muy formal. Y utilizamos could cuando hacemos ya, no sé, cuando estamos con autoridades o estamos en un contexto más formal. En lugar de can, we change it for could. Could you pass me the salad? Can you pass me the salad? Which is kind of basically the same. You're asking for the same thing, but in different like ways, right? Polite or well, not polite, formal or informal. And the last example we have, Sabdiel, can you read it, please?
You ate eat ¿cómo se dice?
Eaten.
Eaten. You can't be hungry.
Okay, thank you. So the difference in this sentence, even though it is also negative as in the one that he can swim, the difference is that in this picture, I mean, we're not seeing that he's not hungry, right? Aquí, por ejemplo, en la de la imagen del the guy swimming, it's obvious that he can swim, porque lo estamos viendo. Acá, sin embargo, pues no es como que estamos viendo que él no tiene hambre. I mean, estamos como diciendo, oh, no, no puedes tener hambre. Es como algo que pudiera ser imposible. No tanto de que no se puede, sino que es como, o sea, ¿por qué tienes hambre? Why are you hungry? You can't be hungry. You just ate. ¿Sí? Okay, let's see more examples. So here we're gonna see the different ways we can find can. Vamos a ver de qué otras maneras puedo encontrar a can. For permission, veamos, Melanie Peña, can you help me to read the first example, please? Or the first definition?
El primero,
Please.
permission to ask for or give permission. You can use my pencils.
Okay, very good. So in this context, en este contexto, cuando hablamos de can for permission, we're saying that we're asking or given permission, right? Estamos pidiendo el permiso para tomar algo o para hacer algo o lo estamos dando. Cuando lo pedimos, pues siempre va a ser con pregunta, right? Es una pregunta, it's a question. So we say, for example, I don't know, can I take your pencil? Can I borrow your pencil? Can I go to the party to your mother, for example? Can I go to the restroom? I don't know, things like that. Pero cuando lo damos, no es que, obviamente, pues la respuesta, si es alguien que nos está preguntando, es como que, yes, you can, or no, you can't. Pero cuando estamos como que autorizando algo, porque tú ves, I don't know, tú estás viendo que alguien necesita una pluma, and you have some pens, so you can say, oh, you can grab my pen if you want, right? Entonces es como que estás dando un permiso sin necesidad de decirlo. Te estoy dando permiso. Just, oh, you can use my pen. Now, for ability. Janet, can you help me to read it, please? Ability.
Sí. Talk about the ability to do and in
Something.
okay. In the present or future. We can dance very well.
Okay, this is like the most common and the easier. Esa es la más fácil de identificar. It's when we say that we are able or not able to do something, right? Es cuando decimos que podemos o no podemos hacer algo que está dentro de nuestras habilidades. Okay, we can dance or we can't dance. Okay, general truth. Ileana, can you read it, please?
To talk about that is usually true, not always. Exercise can help reduce stress.
Okay, to talk about something. So we're saying in here, aquí estamos diciendo que en base a algo que tú ya sabes, maybe you read about it, tal vez ya leíste sobre eso, o sea, ya tienes tu conocimiento sobre eso, entonces hablamos de cosas que son verdad. Generales, right? Because it says not always, o sea, es como que algo que puede aplicar en general. Como exercise can help reduce stress. Eating well can help you have a better life. Watch TV can cause, I don't know, side, I don't know, a type of illness, right? Entonces es como que utilizamos can para decir algo que puede o no puede, hablando de hábitos, por ejemplo, ¿sí? Como this one, exercise can help reduce stress. Okay, now, possibility. Melanie Jimenez, can you read it, please?
Possibly to express, si es esa, ¿verdad? To express possibly. He can guess why she angry.
Okay, he can guess why she's angry. Very good. Okay, so in this sentence, en esta oración o en este tipo de oraciones hablamos de posibilidad, o sea, de algo que es probable, right? For example, he can guess why she's angry. Okay, let's say that you know someone, you see that someone is sad, and then you see the best friend, so maybe, I don't know, someone says, oh, why is she sad? I don't know, maybe Alisa can tell you, por ejemplo, I don't know. Entonces es como adivinar más que nada, ¿no? Es como usar el can para hablar sobre cosas que pueden ser. O sea, no te estoy diciendo que son, ni te estoy diciendo que es una verdad, solamente es para adivinar. ¿Y cómo voy a saber a cuál estoy utilizando? Si es para permiso, información en general, or whatever. By the context. Everything is going to be by the context. O sea, dependiendo de lo que estés hablando, tú vas a saber si te están dando un permiso, o si lo estás pidiendo, o si estás hablando de una verdad, o si estás hablando de una habilidad. So it always will depend on the context. Okay, request. Now let's go and read about the request. Luis Barrios, can you help me to read it, please?
To make requests in questions, can we have here address?
Okay, thank you. So in this sentence, for example, it's a little similar to the one of permission, pero la diferencia es que cuando pides permiso, pues son para cosas, I don't know, you ask for this type of things to people you know, o sea, pides permiso a personas que ya conoces, right? Y en request, it could be maybe, I don't know, alguien toca tu puerta, es de un trabajo, or something like that, entonces ya te están haciendo es como un requisición, I think it's called. Okay, so can I have your number? Can I have your name? Can I have your ID? Can I have your address? Entonces ya es como más información personal para este tipo de trámites, right? It's not something that you're asking permission, porque el permiso pues es otra cosa. Okay, offer. Mariel, can you read it, please? Mariel?
Ay, lo tenía en silencio. To make offer, can I do an order for you?
Okay, very good. Este tipo de preguntas es muy común verlas en supermercados or in places that they offer a service, right? So they are constantly asking this type of questions. Can I do anything for you? Can I help you? What can I do for you? Entonces es como, o también pues nosotros nos ofrecemos. Can I help you? This type of this is offer. Repito, es como para ofrecer ya sea una ayuda, un favor, or something like that. The last one, Sebastian, can you read suggestion, please?
Sí, profe. If you want, we can drink
Something.
¿Era ese que no?
Ajá, sí. Solo como comentario porque nadie lo leyó. STHSCH significa
Ah, ok.
something. Okay, very good. So this is just a suggestion. Esta es solamente una sugerencia, right? Una sugerencia de algo que pueden hacer. O sea, al final can siempre va a ser poder. El caso es en qué contexto lo vas a usar. O sea, yo puedo hacer algo, puedes hacer eso, como permiso, de otorgar un permiso, te pido, I don't know, an information. Can I have this information? Offer de puedo ayudarte. Entonces todo va a depender del contexto. Pero can, it is always going to be can, right? So as a suggestion, here we have this example. If you want, we can drink something. We can have other type of suggestions like, for example, I don't know, I ask you, oh, if you want, you can have your cameras off. That is also a suggestion, right? Okay, questions about this? ¿Preguntas hasta aquí?
No, profe.
Thank you. Antes de continuar, voy a tomar asistencia porque luego se me pasa y es como que, pues se me pasa. Ok.
Profe, dice Shazit que se la puede aceptar.
Ya la acepté. Thank you.
Ok.
Entonces, denme un segundo, voy a pasar lista, ¿ok? Acosta Robles.
Presente.
Aguilar Ordóñez.
Presente.
Ahumada Bartolini.
Presente.
Armenta Cota.
Presente.
Ballesteros Valenzuela. Ballesteros Valenzuela. Ok. Barrios Calderón.
Presente.
Borges Mada.
Presente.
Cano Escalante.
Presente.
Castilla Arias.
Presente.
Encina Cibrián. Encina Cibrián.
Presente.
Ok. Gallegos Castañeda.
Presente.
García Medina.
Presente.
García Romero.
Presente.
Ibarra Santos.
Presente.
Jiménez Garrobo.
Presente.
Maldonado Galvez.
Presente.
Matus Castañeda. Matus Castañeda. Ok. Sí estaba, ya no está. Ok. Noriega Sánchez.
Presente.
Peña Vega.
Presente.
Romero Aguirre. Romero Aguirre. Ok. Rubal Romero.
Presente.
Siqueiros Ochoa.
Presente.
Soto García.
Presente.
Verduzco Martínez. Ok, Verduzco. Está bien. Thank you, Verduzco. Vega Padilla.
Presente.
Y Villela Moreno. No.
Profe,
Mande.
Matus Castaña, es que no puedo aprender el micrófono.
¿Quién, perdón?
Matus Castaña.
Matus Castañeda. Ok, thank you. Okay, so now let's go back to the presentation. So vamos ahora a hacer, we're gonna go and practice. So here it says, write questions about a hotel or apartment for the pictures. Can you, there, right? Por ejemplo, ¿qué van a hacer? Cada número me da como que el contexto de lo que puede ser la pregunta sobre. No todos tienen que tener la pregunta igual. Por ejemplo, aquí yo tengo una pot, una ollita, y no tengo nada que ver con ollita aquí. Nada más dice cocinar. Can you cook there? Entonces, lo que van a hacer es poner la pregunta y la respuesta dependiendo en lo que se basan. Por ejemplo, repito, en la número 1 se están basando en el pot, right? En la ollita. Entonces, lo están usando como cocinar. Can you cook there? And let's say that I'm focusing on the seaside hotel. Me estoy enfocando en el hotel. And the answer is going to be no. So then the answer is going to be no, you can't. Pero si me enfoqué en el apartment, for example, then the answer is going to be yes, you can. ¿Qué van a hacer entonces? Tengo aquí 5 preguntas, 5 objetos y 5 respuestas, ya sea para el hotel o para el apartment. Entonces, pueden así jugar de que escoger una o la otra. Van a hacer una pregunta de acuerdo a la imagen, o sea, que tenga que ver nada más, no tiene que ser exactamente eso. Por ejemplo, en la 2, en lugar de usar esta raqueta, pues yo puedo, I don't know, talk about tennis, the sport. Entonces, can you play tennis there, for example? And let's say that I'm thinking about the beach apartment, so the answer is going to be no. But if I'm thinking about the seaside hotel, so then the answer is going to be yes. ¿Está claro lo que van a hacer? ¿Sí? ¿No?
Sí, profe.
Bueno, les voy a dar el tiempo que queda, upsi, para que lo hagan. Después vamos a abrir otra llamada para compartirlas, ¿ok? Entonces ya casi terminamos, de hecho es lo último. Hagan este ejercicio por favor y vamos a regresar para compartir sus preguntas, ¿ok? I'll be here when this is over. significa que se acabó el tiempo y vamos a regresar a compartirlas.